So a CT side start here for Strife. We'll hope to see them wash their woes away. Don't worry, you're seeing the Eagles somehow already up the arch. That's not happening. That's not real. It's a figment of your imagination. Can't hurt you. Diem.Walco can't hurt you. But what can hurt you is 4 players funneling up Banana, trying to charge on down, and Eris could be in big trouble. Smoke goes down, but I think they're just going to go through this, and indeed they are. Eris not going to connect. Darty Montana only gets 1, and this is an overwhelm that will see Carpe Diem put that bomb down to dirt.
So, an approach on the retake from 2 fronts. Slight towards CT. Joel's working his way back around. And Slight, he has been heard. Glacia will swing and contend with him. 1 man remains, and he's already walked up deep, but position revealed. 1 frag, now a 1 versus 2. He is pinched, he is trapped, and Jolt is dead. He's dead. That too, I suppose.
Kill the side hanging for a moment there. I'm hanging in the air. Because Strife! Gotta be feeling a little bit bad about that one. I think it's just a pistol. It's very early days, but you're harking back to Overpass. The pistol was the bulk of the rounds I got. At least before map point was found. Joel's has a Nova! Alright, I'm interested. I'm back in.
I'm intrigued.
I'm in the Strife camp.
Show me some Counter-Strike. Suddenly, I'm the biggest Strife fan imaginable.
Where's Joel's playing? He's in the apartments. I like this. I like this for the Nova. There's other players in the apartments. You could give a chance.
That's true. There's Chop.
Nova, underrated long-range gun.
I disagree with that heavily, I would say.
Nova snipes are real.
Have you ever heard of the Deagle? It's a pretty cool gun.
Yeah,
it's pretty
Nova
good.
better.
Have you ever heard of the Scout?
I want a scope on the Nova.
I think you're describing the Scout. Oh, with buckshot?
But with buckshot. See, you're not going to miss if you just have more bullets. It's my philosophy. Uh-oh, Stamina's down. Uh-oh, Stamina was the only player towards B. This looks like it wants to be a split B, but that's actually interesting because it's going to set up Darty Montana lineup too. Uh-oh. SpaghettiOs. They've lost B. It's fully controlled here by Carpe Diem, and they'll start to rotate the bomb on over, but they don't have the numbers, Mimi. And this could get a little spicy.
Get a little bit spicy indeed here. Retake will be tough considering the buy on in, but those MAC-10s create space. The recovered weapons could be big in this one. And Joel, he's got a Nova. That can always find its opportunity. Darty Montana will work around the catacombs and look to find an opportunity, but Hex off an off angle, and they're not ready for him. 1 frag though. Darty Montana, another with the Deagle. This man has been impressing, and now it's the Nova for the 1 versus 2. Joel's does it. I doubted you, Mike. I didn't think the gun could do it. I didn't think it was a long-range master, but apparently it is.
Long-range Nova shot. Delete the Banana player.
That's the most any round I've ever seen.
2 Deagle kills, 2 Nova kills. That's how you do it, Strife. And that's $1,800 in the pocket of Joel's. He even picks up the AK, right? He's got $5,600 before he invests into this round. Cash for days here. And he's going to buy an AWP as a result. Slight's got an AWP. We're in the 3rd round.
Okay.
Nova supremacy, folks. It's the meta. Joel's is defining it. It's Joel's this world. We're all just living in it. Slight, though, will not reward him with an early AWP kill. Gonna miss. So once again, Joel's might have to do the work, but this time he doesn't have a Nova. I don't know if he's gonna be able to do it, Mimi.
I don't know about that one. Nova-less? Don't fancy his chances quite as much. Slight has missed out on 2 opportunities with the AWP. I'm a Nova. Nova.
Nover?
Nova?
Art Novo?
A Novo. You just like Frenchified it.
Yeah. Le Nouveau. Oh, a little poke back in for Eris. Does get the 1 and the 2nd as well as they try and chase. Now this could be bad. They're funneling on in towards the pit, but Joel's isn't blind. He somehow completely missed the player going in towards deep pit, but the same was true for Chop. Hex will find a bomb plant here, likely. Try and go for a big play. Should have enough time to get this bomb on down. He can't play the 1v2. This is wonderful. They're already on. They're already chasing him on through, and there will be no quarter given. They erase him from the box. The defuse can be had, and Strife will pull into the lead.
That they do. Second round picked up here. That op brought on over to the next. Strife is feeling good, but all things considered, for this investment, Carpe Diem, they get the bomb down. They deal some damage. You'd like more, considering you did a reforce on in, but it's something to keep their money alive. And Joel's wild that he gets a second. Honestly, if he doesn't spin around and find that kill, that's a very winnable round in the post for Carpe Diem. So big plays from him. Will just be the Glocks. Couple upgraded pistols to contend with in this one, though.
Walco trying to get cheeky in the smoke. Gets caught. Gets found. Stamina spamming. Eventually, Echo locates him. If you shoot every pixel, one of them will contain the T. Slight prefers a more precise approach. But this just wouldn't really be too dangerous, and well, it just gets better and better here for Strife.
It does indeed. They're sitting pretty in this one. Not a speck of damage taken upon them just yet. Okay, that's more than a speck. That is a solid morsel of damage. Head ripped off. Stamina's alone in this one. And he dies too. Hex should get a bomb plant. Honestly, not too bad. Can he get any more? That's the question now. Guns are on the floor, but recovery, that's a bit of an issue. He'll walk back and find himself this M4. So now, a 1v3 and a doable one at that. Slight. Waiting, though. They're giving him some respect. They're giving him some time. But that works towards his favor. No utility. Just has to come down to the duels here. He spotted out one duel isolated, but cannot win it. Valiant attempt, but nothing more doing. Strife do claim their third.
One difference here for Carpe Diem, though, is they've been planning in all of these rounds. The last 3 rounds, I think, have seen bomb plants. So you can see the money into this invested gun round is going to be pretty prime. They got some cash flow. They got some moolah. They got some money to make work. And that does mean that this is going to be their chance to crack on through. Meanwhile, for Strife, the bank hasn't built up too much. There's some cash to work with. Certainly, they're going to have a buy very comfortably, but it'll evaporate before you know it unless they can hold up here. This is the critical round. This is the potential swing. Strife, they're going to be well aware of it. He opts out for Wiz as well. Hasn't gotten on the board just yet, but now with his gun of choice, imagine life's going to get a little bit easier for Wiz.
A little bit easier. But is it easy enough for a round?
Not so much when you molly tick right off the bat.
No, that's a little problematic, I would say.
Not ideal. Just a lightly singed foot.
They do
you ever had a burn on your feet?
I have not, actually, I don't think. Actually, no, I have. That's a story for an eco round.
Okay, story for an eco round. I'll hold you to that.
All right.
We'll get there eventually.
Slight smoked off, though. So he'll have to back away from this line. Bracket's utility runs its course, so that space will be claimed. Carpe Diem, we're taking this one slow, though. It's a heavy setup towards A that they are yet to discover. Strife 2 players holding and ready for Walco. Overextends here, and that he does, but where's the punish? Utility in hand for the second player. Darty Montana is down for free, so they leave Walco there. They let him cause chaos. Continue to sell that this is a play towards A, but a play it is not. They've walked up Banana. They've contacted forward. Now the utility will rain on in. This round, it falls on Stamina.
Such an interesting read. We'll get into it in a minute because right now the hit's coming on in, and let's see what Stamina can do. Not much. Not much. A whole lot of nothing. Tiny bits of damage that do not matter, and the nade will not find the low HP player, though Hex is lucky to limp away. Still, no one going down to that utility means this is going to turn into a save for Strife, and they are backing away. So the read from Carpe Diem is really interesting, right? Because Walco gets that kill, and he sticks around for a second over by Arch, but everybody else immediately rotates in towards B, which tells me that seeing Darty Montana in that position and killing him in that position tips them off that there's only one player playing B. Whatever it is, they had the firm read, and they were absolutely correct. They immediately responded to it.
And it worked. Second round on the board now, and they do so flawlessly. That's going to be a big boom for the economy, as they'll be able to carry everything in towards the next. Strife, though, saving with 3 players here, means that money will not be hit too bad. Slight will have another opportunity with that op.
That they will. And of course, 3 guns surviving means he can put quite a bit together around it. They've got a Tech 9 even. taking off the body of a T at some point. But they got everything to work for them. So they've kicked the can down the road of the economic reset, and this time they're going to try and get aggressive towards Banana. Look at Stamina. He's going down. He's taking this space. He's taking this ground. But he doesn't have a ton of utility, so he's going to go ahead and give it up after an initial 4x. Stick around towards the car and eat a nade as a result. Catching its teeth, to be quite frank. He's had his face rearranged.
He has, but he's still alive. A little dental surgery. And all good. Straight back into the action. Straight back into the battle. Retake utility for the bottom of Banana. They find nothing, so they relent. Slight, though, he might just be testing Chop on the other side. He plays the anti-flash, and now he looks to re-aggress, diving forward. But no one testing him. Another flash. Slight now concedes the line. This is just poke. This is just prod to try and pull a rotation. And a rotation it has pulled. Stamina is alone, but he's more forward, playing Banana towards B, off his contact. Rotates will come, but if he dies, those rotates could be too late. It's an off angle. It's a good position. 1 for 1 here. Fine 1 for 2. The goal, and he gets nothing for it. B site will now be open. No one is here to stop unless Carpe Diem hesitates, and that they will not. Util is down. It's another one of these retakes for Strife.
They dodged every bit of spam damage there. I don't know how they did it, but somehow they just danced between the bullets, find their way on him, and the save is going to be called. Classic Inferno. Lose the B site, lose the numbers advantage, pull the ripcord, pull your parachute, bail on out. It'll at least keep Strife going as the loss bonus starts to build, give them chances to continue to contest, but it's a tough one, right? Watching that lead evaporate, and it's reminiscent of Overpass as well. We had the rounds converted off the pistol. This time, it took a force buy, but the force buy still won. And then once guns come out, once the economy stabilize, it was Carpe Diem all day, every day. And we're never getting that eco round, so I'm not going to hear this story that was for an eco round.
No, you don't get it. I can speedrun it. I can speedrun it.
Right,
before this next round gets going. I live in an apartment as a kid with a deck. It's like one of those things that's on a roof and above another balcony. So there's part of the roof that you can still access, but you cannot you cannot like go to without hopping over a railing. Pizza bagels, mate. Have you read a pizza bagel? Surely.
Yes, sure.
Right? Yeah, just pizza on a bagel. Really good. Get some hot, fresh piping. I want to, for some reason, eat it over on the other side of the roof. Try and go on over. Accidentally throw the pizza bagel very dramatically up into the air. And it hits my foot, burns me pretty badly. Unlucky, more damaging than you would expect, but pizza bagels might be hitting. The shot for the Opera of Slight, not so much in this round.
I thought this was going to be a story about a hot roof, and I was going to make an evil cat on a hot tin roof joke. And I'm really disappointed that I didn't get to go there. But, you know, pizza bagels.
They're weapons.
My girlfriend Sarah has taught me the gospel of the pizza bagel.
Sure.
She's brought that Midwestern lore out to me.
It's very good. I didn't realize it was a Midwestern thing.
I don't think it is.
I talked to some people, and it's like, not many people have had pizza bagels.
Yeah, maybe it's a regional thing. There's going to be an exchange out towards Arch, but they still do hang on. Darty Montana holding the line. That was an important kill to find. If he drops there, it's going to be another one of those rounds that's pretty much over. As it is, we're going to go into the ripcord moment, which is the funnel back in towards B. Stamina, poor Stamina. Just knows they're going to chase into him, and his teammates aren't reacting to this. They're not responding, so this is the read from Carpe Diem. This is the punish. This is how they want to play this. Just once again, bringing it into Stamina, but this time, he holds up, puts a wall on up, and he can only do so much. So he's giving his team an advantage, and certainly that means we're going to actually see a retake here, provided the bomb does get down to the first place. Smoke fading means they're going through. This is so awkward. Classy it down, caught by the flashbang, and there's no chance to plant here. It's a complete wipeout. A huge round from Stamina, and Strife maintain the lead.
Let's give a moment to Darty Montana, because he has been on a ripper this map. Honestly, low hopes coming into his stint as a standoff for this team, right? Doesn't have a whole ton of experience at this level. It's mostly been playing in advance. He's rung for the team a few times, but he has come straight into the playoffs against some of the best teams playing here in NA, and he has looked stellar, finding these clutches, playing with confidence, and doing so well in it consistently. I've loved what we've seen from him. A tough situation for not only him, but for Strife as a whole, and they are making the best out of it.
Crossfire set up here at the brackets. It's going to be tested. Flashbang. Hits for Eris, but it's Slight who's going to be the key piece for them to deal with. That's the op, and then everyone else is going to play off of it. Did they spot him? He certainly saw the player in Boiler. They're not going to test him just yet. Flashbang good for the peak. Maybe if the reap the op is here, they're posted up on it. Daring to come back through. There's going to be the check, though, and Slight's got the player isolated, able to fall away, but once again, B's the vulnerability. They come back through. Dare stamina to do it twice. This time he even had Darty Montana with him, and it doesn't matter. The site's been lost. It's another shutdown, and that is such a struggle for Strife. Oof. This is clearly the game plan for Carpe Diem, right? It's show presence towards A, hit B. Hit B, hit B, hit B. Until you show us that you can consistently hold us off, we are going to pressure B. And it seems to be, to me, to be a read that they know that if they show face A, they tend to draw that fourth player on over, right? So then immediate punish on the banana.
Oof. That punish has been very good indeed. And on that Carpe Diem, their fourth round, Strife's money is still in a position that they should be able to reinvest off these saved weapons, but they're going to need to turn something around in this one. I honestly would not hate to see a tactical timeout here, because this is the second round now where they have been punished by just that excellent mid-rounding, by Carpe Diem having that read that B is the vulnerability, doubling back, finding success off of it. And well, the investment, that does come to fruition, but the pause, not so much. They'll look to go straight back into things.
Wildfire on his back, Wiz. Try and be a little bit of an opener here for the team. It's going to be aggression down Banana. That smoke misses. There's a big old gap in it. There's a big old gap in it, but no one's watching. So if there's a gap in a smoke and no one to punish, was there a gap ever at all? It's a real question. Another smoke gets committed to make sure that they're going to be able to hang on to this. And they've got the deep spot. And they've got the detail. And they've got the Joels. But not the Slight.
No.
But the Joels?
They do have that, and he's got a kill in this one. Big frag to be able to pick on up here. So now we're into a 4-on-3. Do they double back here for Carpe Diem, or do they still look to commit in towards this A site? That's the question.
Problem is this time they need to re-clear so much of Banana. It has been given to them, though, and Hex is doing so. This could be a split in towards B, in which case Darty Montana is going to have to be huge. He's been good in this position before. This could get cheeky. And Hex has just made noise. Very intentionally has made noise. This is a fake. This is a pull, and that's a huge kill to find. Now there's just Joel's in the pit. And he's been spotted. His position known. He's out in the open, and he's down for the count. This time, Carpe Diem played with the expectations of Strife. Strife have been conditioned to expect that B hit when the numbers start to get low, when the defense is spread. Look at this, a play back through. Oh, and in exchange, Hex was in the underpass, but now he needs to beat his feet on over towards the site. Because the defuse is on for Darty Montana. He's got the fight, but he's out in the open. And from the lane, Hex will find the punish. It comes down to the 1v1, but the heroics of Darty Montana are not enough to take the round over the line.
It was heroics from Darty Montana, but the one that they will write the fables about, well, it's got to be Hex. He has had a massive performance in that previous game and in towards this one as well. Is able to lock things down, deny that flank from his late position in towards mid, and wins things out. And that's even discounting what Chop was able to do. Some big entries in game number 1, and now here for the T rounds in game number 2. Carpe Diem have completely put Strife back. They're on towards an eco this round, and Chop is again hunting for a ton of utility damage. Already rough, but they catch a break. They get a kill. Still, getting a gun surviving, that's going to be a lot tougher when Colossia is afoot.
Wiz. Got the one. Looking for more. Swing, swing, swing. I dare you. I do. Oh, and he drops to a USP. Bit of a blunder there. This round could get more expensive than it needed to be. And while Hex is starting to mop up the remaining players, it's gonna look a little silly for a Wiz. He's not had a lot of fun here on the T side of Inferno.
No. And to be fair, it can be a tough map to T-side op on, but you'd expect maybe a little bit more from Wiz. But this is a point that we were bringing up last time that we saw Carpe Diem. This team has proved really strong that, hey, it's not the Wiz show. Even when he's having some of these rougher matches, other players are finding massive impact, and it's particularly been hexed towards this one.
It helps when you're 17-4, 10 rounds
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Just a little bit helpful.
Smidgen.
When you're absolutely demolishing their setups round after round. 10 rounds in. He has more kills than the rest of his team put together.
Free B-side, by the way.
By a long shot. Yep, another free B. Why not? Quadruple stack here for the brackets fight, but they've already conceded the site. This one's over. Even if they get the kill on Classia, this one's over. They're going to save.
Pretty disappointing round there for Strife. They leave one player alone, and he plays in a position where he can get caught off guard. The timing goes wrong. Carpe Diem realizes this site is free. Nothing doing. And with that money left, you cannot even harbor a thought of going for this round.
It feels like Strife have to go for a 3-man B play, right? We haven't really seen it. Even in the rounds where they take aggressive B control, they do it with 2. A lot of times you'll see a player, or you'll see teams float a third person over to just chuck the util for the 2 to take the space. They gotta do something like that. There has to be a different look towards Banana. It's just been a vulnerability so many rounds. And at this point now, Carpe Diem are on the hunt. Can they get any of these guns out of Strife's hands? There's the first. Only the one. A second, a third as well. It all falls apart at the last possible second. Stamina, the lone survivor. 1 M4 limps through. It's finally going to be that eco. Strife have done such a good job of stringing the economy along bit by bit by bit to try and keep up these chances to contest, but it's fallen apart here, and Carpe Diem already have a 3-round lead.
That they do. A big lead to work with, and now just one gun to use on the other side. Stamina will look to work his way down the banana, and he looks to play within the smoke. Is there a flash for the snow? No one even within his postal code. Stamina is alone. He might be able to find the bomb, but he does not check his corners, and that gun is lost for nothing. Goes up top. And the same outcome. Shut down immediately. No sneaky positions to be had when you're facing Carpe Diem. This squad is thorough. And they've pretty much already locked this round on down. Damage would be great for Strife. You see that Dirty Montana does want to recover that M4. It was left up to dry towards mid, so maybe we can bring that into the next. But 8-4. This is already a very strong T side.
That it is. That it is, and it's the particular manner in which it's happened again. It's so reminiscent of Overpass. There has been one round outside of rounds off of the pistol. Now, this time it wasn't the pistol, it was the force spot after the pistol with the Nova and a massive play from Joel's. But the picture is pretty much the same, right? You changed 3 of the early rounds, and now you're struggling to get anything going. Dirty Montana snatched that gun. Can he get away? No. But he has delivered the gun to Slight. Can Slight get away? Also, no.
Nope, Classia's had enough.
Damage. Didn't get shot, maybe.
Nope, not a lick of it. Strife's in trouble here. What's the solution? The double up. They'll bring it on out. 1 for Stamina, 1 for Slight. 2 kills for the star opera of Strife. This is the round where it really has to change. The entries have been indomitable from both Chop and Hexed. And these ops have been shut down in so many rounds. Slight wants another go for this peak, and this time he's got it. No punish either.
Punish despite Chop being so close by. But, oh, look what it is. It's their Achilles heel. It's Banana. Lost a player here. It's all going to be on to Dirty Montana. I'll play further back. This has just been so brutal for them to hang on to. Slight's going to rotate to try and support, but a crossbow will neutralize his ability to do much of anything about it. Not going to be able to rotate through. He'll try and get in towards coffins and might actually have the opportunity. That Molotov did isolate and slow this down. Do they have a coffin smoke? They certainly do. A lot of Molotovs for it at least, and then a smoke deep. And in they go. Dirty Montana gets none, and despite a ton of damage done, Chop and Walco a bullet away from death. This one could turn into another save. They don't have the numbers.
No. And they don't have enough utility either, really. Couple flashes left. One molly will be used. Do they want to go for this, the Madmen? They might make an attempt, but look at, they're completely locked out.
They're starting to hit one of those situations where they just need one of these rounds to break for them, right? So they were going to go. They tried to throw that little bit of utility, knowing that players were low. Maybe they catch a lucky kill, and that coaxes them further in, but it's not to be. It's not to be. Another disappointing round for Strife, and it all comes down to their complete inability to hang on to the B site.
And this round started even better than most, right? They finally had Slight start strong. He dies to bomb. For what? For what?
Can't do that. Can't do that.
No. And they don't get the op either. That is terrible for Strife.
This is starting to approach stick a fork in them. They're done territory. They're looking cooked. Right? Now you're starting to make those mistakes. You're trying to bomb unnecessarily, trying to chase a kill. Then you lose another player trying to go back for the odd that's been dropped. Oof.
Yikes.
And at this point, Carpe Diem are on the brink of double digits here on the map that would put them into the lower bracket final. ESL Challenger Season 40.
They're on the verge of it. That they are. And Strife. What do they have to work with? They've reached the point of desperation. You gotta invest into these rounds. You gotta at least find something. It's the CT side. You should be looking stronger here. You should be feeling better here.
Not always on Inferno, right? There's
Not
a
always.
lot that you can do as a team, but not like this.
Not
like
when
this.
that's when it's close. Not when
Yeah.
it's 9-4. What, the best you can hope for is 6-9 scoreline? That doesn't even feel super good heading into your TF. You're one pistol round away from pretty much being forked.
Yeah, recovery. But, yeah, they needed to work out here. They've bet on this round. They put the SMGs in. They've gone all in. Boom or bust. If you get back towards the 6, feel okay about how you came out of the half. Or it's a catastrophe. Of course, that is no sure thing. There's insane money on Carpe Diem. Might see 5 autos in the next round. Personally, I'm hoping for the M249s.
Give a little homage to Choco Check. Now that Kloski's back on the team, bring some of that action on over.
Yeah, really. He's like, guys, have you heard of the Negev?
It's a great strat. My old team ran this a lot. Really successful for them.
Here comes the hit towards A. They don't do it very often, but this time they pulled the stack the other way, and here's why they don't do it too often. Joel's shuts them down. 3 kills from the balcony. There we go. A bastion of strength for this team, and it's working out. It's all the Joel show. He'll get the ace. Okay. They needed a round, and Joel's delivers it. I said he could be the X Factor between the maps, and oh my goodness, that's an X Factor if ever I've seen one.
A factor of 5 in that one. Pulls everything to the favor of Strife, but still, like you said, even one round win, they are not out of this half. They are not clean. Carpe Diem, obviously, they'll immediately reinvest, but a moment of truth. A lucky break. Slight does not get punished on his slight overextension in towards mid. So, they get to play within these even odds. Over towards Banana, though, a fight brewing. However, the utility keeps stamina on her way, and he'll retreat. Only damage to be received.
Low. Nade's chasing it. They brought the 3rd player on over. It's Slight, though. So now they got the reinforcements, and this was the setup that Carpe Diem tried to punish towards A in the last round, but Joel's was just too dang good for them, right? Didn't matter that the numbers weren't on site. Joel's was all they needed. Let's see if they can bully B once more. Don't have the numbers here. If they test that dry, I think that op's going to punish them. We'll push back in for stamina. He's down for the count, but Eris is taking a kill on the other side of the map. Still, this is going to funnel Carpe Diem through. Got the cross smoke? No, and Slight will punish them for it. A bit of an oversight, a bit of a blunder, and they don't have much utility at all. Instead, they commit the smoke towards Coffins. That was their last. They'll have to run boost over into the pool, and there's the spot in the player new box. We no longer got any util to deal with it, but okay, if you just destroy him through the box, that will work. What a shot from Wiz. This bomb's going down, but the flame is the critical piece here. Wiz finds that, but he cannot keep himself alive. Joel's at his back. and they're going to fight forward, but it will not work. Eris finds them. 6 rounds found for Strife. They've salvaged this. They've given themselves at least something to work with, maybe, as we hit the halftime break. Well, last-minute recovery from Strife may have just given them enough of a window to compete here in the second half. A Joel's ace sees them able to convert the final 2 rounds, and, well, 9-6 is not the worst half score line in the world, considering the way it was looking, Mimi.
Could certainly be worse for Ware. But let's see if they can make things a little bit better. Good success with the pistol rounds thus far in this series. That feels like it's been the only consistency for the side of Strife. I'll have to get things done here. Head back towards the A site. There's a stack here. Carpe Diem have 4 players ready to pinch in towards the bracket.
Forgot halls, though. Maybe this could get a little weird, but they're not really going to. It seems like they're going to test this. Here comes the boiler play. Here comes the boiler check as well. And Eris will rip the head off the first. In for Pete, the poke on through is deleted, and Slight finds the next as well. Uh-oh, things falling apart here for Carpe Diem. They at least find the kill that they need to, the backstop kill, if you will, but Stamina's already fighting down the lane, and there is no safe haven, there is no safe corner. That bomb's going down.
It is, and this retake is going to be so difficult. Klasia is already low, and Walco 2 has been dinked. Both these players are revealed. They have an isolated kill versus Slight. Not enough. 2 headshots for the man Strife. They continue the road towards recovery.
Admittedly, they did win, of course, by their own in the first half. But knowing Carpe Diem, I don't honestly expect them to go for it. Oh, they're going to. Never mind. Everybody's going for it nowadays.
Yeah.
Everybody rocks on through. Wiz will keep that money
All the cool
healthy.
kids are doing it.
Trying to get the AWP, but he's got the scout in this round. See if he can click some heads. Ho, ho, ho. There's the first tag. Slight down low.
It's making it a little weird. That relies on if there's a conversion off that tag, and thus far no one's in a position to punish. No utility either that could finish this job. So, Strife keep this one slow. They're trying to see if maybe a little bit more aggression will come out from that other side, but Carpe Diem, they keep this one close to the chest. Klasia, the only man forward, a deagle in hand. They'll defend towards the boiler. Eris shuts it down.
Right, Hexed. A lone sentinel here towards A. Maybe calling for a little bit of a rotate, but the smoke should make it difficult for his teammates to help out with him. He's gone forward, and he's struck for 1. Evens up the numbers at the very least, but again, Reinforcements are a long ways away. Now they come through, and he's repositioned, finds another, gets information. Hex is dismantling them. It's all on to Darty Montana, who's out in the open, who's dropped low, who's being peppered down with bullets, and a huge round from Hex, a 4K at that. We'll see Carpe Diem immediately respond.
Hex has 26 kills.
26.
That's obscene. How has he pulled this off as well? Just dances around the box. Perfection with the SMG. Strife are feeling the hurt. The buy into this round, they'll reinvest, but it is a tough one. Full rifles for Carpe Diem. It felt as though maybe they had a breath of fresh air.
Hex is one off from having as many kills as the rest of his team. Now 2 off.
That's obscene. He manages to do that. The use of damage too.
Performance is just ridiculous. It is truly mind-boggling.
Yeah. Strife. Backside of this smoke fade, they'll look to see if someone wants to press forward, but Carpe Diem is giving them no opportunities. Why would they? Advantage in every regard here. And even kill to finish the job on Stamina, not so much. He finishes off his move instead. Claudia should have the punish straight through. MP9 for a double. There's a trade, but Slight HP is low. He's been spotted, but he does have a minute, and he now has a gun.
Just trying to get out of this. Play from on top of the half wall. This is actually a nice idea, right? But Hank's going to bottle him up with the smoke. This is going to be tough to fight through. They're so far back, assuming that he doesn't have a smoke to work with, and they're correct. There's nothing available, so he's going to have to face here. And as soon as he does, he's a dead man. Even found the shot on the way. Is very close to being a kill at that. Still in 11th for Carpe Diem, with 3 surviving as well. They can start to build a little bit of cash. A little bit of dough, Ray, and also me.
Do love having a little bit of dough.
Little Faso Latido.
Little Faso Latido. A deer. 4 nades. Where's Strife going to do? Where are they going to stack this one? Top banana? Maybe. But it feels like the nades on the other side are doing a little bit more damage. Wait a minute. Here's an opportunity. 1, 2. He's too far forward. The nades do nothing. Walco claims 3. And the mop up is there. Good idea. Improper execution. Not the right timing. Not the right chance. So, Carpe Diem, 12th round now.
All right, so these last couple of rounds, Strife have said, you know what, Hex is absurd. Let's go where he's not. Let's go towards B. Diem.Walco, been fine to deal with that, but it's been limited buys. I'm curious to see now with the rifles out, now with the guns out, if they try and threaten Banana once more. Early posturing seems no. They're going to take some space in alt mid and maybe move in towards the apartments instead. Deep Molotov in the bedroom. Taking this ground. They were even expecting the potential aggressive mid play. They devoted utility to making sure that that couldn't happen. It's a little bit of a change-up pitch that some teams throw. And that is a sniper shot of an nade. Thrown for exactly the play that Eris and Slight were making. Just a mortar round from the heavens.
And it strikes true. Divine intervention for the holy hand grenade of Carpe Diem. Strife want to take this one towards A, but it's again this heavier setup towards the brackets. Chop and Wiz working in conjunction. And Colossia ready to swing off their contact. A re-smoke, though. More delay. Does Strife want to go through this? Doesn't seem so. They're rewrapping. Reconsidering and waiting on the fade.
That's way too far out, though, to burn out Wiz in the corner. Presumably, there's the split on in. They do eventually get these kills and clear out the pit, but somehow Claudia is still alive. I have no idea how he survived this long. Get on through. That is going to connect. Stamina quite low, but they'll get the bomb plant at the very least. 20 seconds trying to burn stamina here. He's able to get away. Get away from that bomb, but pushed into a precarious position, into a precarious fight. He'll manage to get down. Regroup just a little bit. Still going to be the 2-on-2. Health not good for Strife, but without a ton of util for Carpe Diem, that doesn't much matter. The Molotov to clear them, and stamina is good for the first, the second as well. Nicely done there.
And they walk into the setup. Carpe Diem, that's what they were prepared for. Utility to delay early on, then a heavy hold over towards bracketing while the utility initially missed. The play was circumvented, then, well, it was impressive for Glacier to hold on as long as he did. The retake does not come to fruition. Still, not enough to reset that CT side into economy. They'll have guns back into this round, but so do Strife. So, a tipping point here, so to speak. Either one of these sides losing this round can feel the economic hurt. Definitely be far worse considering Strife's have already gained deficit, but stamina. He starts things in the right direction, finds a frag onto Walco, flash for more, but Chop, he just waited. The patience and the better shooting takes him on down. So now this bomb rethinks its options in the 4v4.
They're going in. They're going in. They're going aggressive. This is going to get wonky. There's already a player out towards cars. Wid's going to realize this. They're going to clear this. Critical kills coming through. Chop finds it. The op doesn't punish the second. Not sure what happened there. Still advantage Carpe Diem with the smoke down. Now they can regroup and reposition. No knowledge given over towards Strife.
Strife do want to take this towards B, though. But Wiz is here, deep, and there's utility on the other side. Plentiful for this execute. 3 Molly. Surely Wiz will get flushed out. Molly's right into the smoke, so gives himself a gap, a moment from which to play. Tries to drop big, but he misses his shot. Still alive. Not for long. Eris takes him down, so now a 3v3. And Chop, he's trapped. He's locked out of this one, and his spam finds little effect. Another retake here. Another chance for Strife.
The play. Try it. Glacia clearing them in towards the dark corner. He's got a teammate with him as well. It all falls to Joels, who's just trying to get the lineup, and he gets spammed back through. His tracers found. Enough time for the defuse, and Carpe Diem find 13.
Strife had good ideas there, right? There was a re-aggression in the mid-round. That's where things started to look like it would be so rough, but big entries back and towards the side. Good utility to delay, however, their setup punished. Glacia goes big to create the space, and his team manages to follow on up. That is a heartbreaker to lose. That was the tipping point for their economy, and now Strife, they are so worse for wear. 3 MAC-10s in this round. They still have utility, but those guns are going to be tough. And it's a 14th round that they're facing.
The nades that have to get them onto some. They're holding for some aggression out of the bedroom, hoping that somebody would give them a peek, give them a fight so they could pepper them down. If that had happened, right, it would have been another gun down early. They could have retrieved it, but Carpe Diem won't give them an inch, nothing for free here. No easy answers for Strife. So instead, it does seem like it's going to be a little bit of a burst up the brackets. Pressure on the apartments, take this control, maybe take the fight towards the arch guy. Will force Wiz back. Well, Classy almost looks like he wants to fight. Thinks better of it. Steps away. Then he's got to come and support that AWP, but Wiz with a player isolated. Will find his first, and now the spot for Hex. He's trying to rain out fire to keep his head clear. Got teammates to support them, but they're already through. Somehow Hex comes out on top of that. It looked chaotic, and indeed it wasn't. Wiz is coming through this? Madman. This is craziness. It's working out. It's working out beautifully. Glacio flying through the air. So much damage done. And Slight is a dead man.
And that's the round. Strife lose on out. Wiz, the chaos is where he thrives. And that op shot connecting is so big. He gives space for his teammate in close to play around. And it's capitalized upon. Now it's just the Tech 9 series point looking inevitable for Carpe Diem.
Nade stack available. There's 3 AGs here for Strife, so they're going to pick something, and they're going to nade the heck out of it, and they're going to pray that they find chunky damage onto Carpe Diem. But that's about all you've got working for you easily into this round. Where the nade's going to go? They're all outside of A. Is this for Wiz? Poor Wiz about to get naded out of the universe. Where are they lining up? Not pinpulling just yet. Not setting up just yet. Instead, they're taking the bedrooms. Actually surprised.
Is it for Pit? I don't think so. You can't get an easy lineup in that direction. It might be for Wiz.
It could be Pit. Pit's a good read.
Mm.
They're coming
It
through. There's the
is.
nades.
Here
There's
come
the
the
Pit nades. Hex lives, though. Hex lives. That's all he needed to do. And that sets it up. Only the kill on Hex found. Nothing else doing. The bomb dropped as well. And now the on the flank. And Chop is doing a good job of that.
Yeah, he was ever slowly creeping forward. Contact is broken, and he just walks on up, ready on that flank. It's been a few rounds where he's actually gotten that one done. Even on their T sides, this man was lurking on back and finding those opportunities. We started things strong. It's just unfortunate. If that nade stack had found success, maybe we see a different story where that man on the site is isolated, no support from the pit, but that story does not happen today. So a pause comes on through Strife on their very last legs here in the ECL playoffs.
Do or die for Strife. Do or die. At least they've got the guns to make their final stand. At least they've got the weapons. And Wiz wants to shut them down. What is this? Wiz! Wiz, this isn't okay! He's dropped the bomb. Does he get away? Does he get anything more out of this? This is insane. Alright, okay. That is the biggest yeet YOLO play to make when you have series point on the line. It's a one and done. My goodness.
But he's done it still. And look at where this has gotten Klasia. He's pressed forward, and he might just have a backstab. Does this angle even get cleared on out?
This is going to be
Klasia
weird.
could be in the position here. The bomb is already past him. Does someone wrap back to clear this? Surely someone clears this space on out. Klasia's position could win this game. And you're right. They have no idea. They have no chance. Klasia, one is assured. And now they're in trouble because there's a molly at their feet. This has to force an expedited play for Strife, and Stamina not ready for it. Slight has replied, so they can make it out towards this A site. But Klasia again in position. He tries to play past the smoke, and he spotted Joel's, who just plays with utility in hand. Slight is alone. A 1 versus 3 to save his team, or Carpe Diem is done, and the barrel is spotted. Klasia closes things for Carpe Diem to find themselves facing the Brazilians in the lower final.
I wonder if the entire plan for that round for Wiz's yeet play to set up Klasia there in bedroom. That's wild. That's madness. You see your opera as a bit of a chess piece to try.